Hi guys, today I'm going to be showing you how to make the grit stitch. So you can see I have a big piece here, and then I made a smaller washcloth here, which is actually what I show you how to do in the tutorial. So I show you how to work up this stitch. I also show you how to border it if you're interested in doing that with single crochets, just to clean up those edges. So I do show you how to make this, but you can use this stitch for whatever it is that you would like to make. So the materials that I used for this one here, I'll put a picture on screen. I used Mandala watercolors yarn, and it's in the color Wild Pansy. It's a bulky 5-weight yarn. It's 75% acrylic, 15% wool, and 10% nylon. And I used a 6.5mm crochet hook for this. For the little washcloth that I show you in the video, again, I will put a picture on screen, but I used Bernat Handicrafter yarn. It's 100% cotton yarn, and it's just in kind of like a light peach color. And it's a 4-weight yarn, and I used a 5mm crochet hook to use this. So I just wanted to show you the different look when you use a larger yarn and a larger hook size versus a smaller yarn and a smaller hook size. It turns out very nice. It's a nice textured stitch. It's very easy to do, very beginner friendly, and if you do want to make yours into a washcloth, you'll also additionally need a pair of scissors and a yarn needle to sew in all of your ends, but otherwise we'll get into making the grit stitch. So to get started with the grit stitch, we're going to start with a slip knot on our hook, and we're going to chain an odd number of chains. The stitch multiple is 2 plus 1, and then we're going to add an additional 2 chains for the foundation chain, but that works out to be an odd number. So at this point you can chain any number of chains that you would like as long as it's an odd number. And for the tutorial, I'm going to chain 27. I'm just going to build up a dishcloth. So that will work for me for the width of my dishcloth. But again, feel free to chain up any amount that will work for the width of what you're making, as long as it's an odd number. So as soon as I have my 27 chains, I'll come back on. All right, I have my chain of 27 ready to go, and we're going to start by skipping the first 2 chains. So remember that loop on your hook doesn't count as anything. We count back 2, 1 and 2, and into that 3rd chain we're going to put a double crochet into it. So to double crochet, we yarn over, go right into that 3rd chain after the skip 2 chains, yarn over, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2 loops, and yarn over and pull through those final 2 loops, and that's a double crochet. And that chain of 2 that we skipped is actually going to count as a single crochet. You don't need to worry about that too much right now, but just keep that in mind that that is counting as a single crochet. So from here, we're going to skip the next chain. So skip, and into the next chain after the skip chain, we're going to do a single crochet and a double crochet into that chain. So to do a single crochet, we insert our hook into that chain, yarn over, pull up a loop, and yarn over and pull through those 2 loops on your hook. And that's a single crochet. And we're going to go right back into that same chain with a double crochet. And then again, we're going to skip the next chain. So skip, and into that next chain, we're going to do a single crochet and a double crochet into that same chain. Again, we skip the next chain, and into that next chain, we do a single crochet and double crochet both into the same chain. And that's the repeat across for row 1 until we have 2 chains remaining. It's skip the next chain and do a single crochet and a double crochet both into the same chain that's after that skip chain. Skip the next chain, single crochet and double crochet into the next chain. So I'm going to repeat that across until I have 2 chains remaining, at which point I will come back on. Alright, I just completed my single crochet and double crochet into the third last chain. I have 2 chains remaining. I'm going to skip that next chain, and into the final chain I'm just going to do a single crochet into that final chain. We're going to end every row with a single crochet. So for row 2, we're going to start here by chaining 1, turning our work. That chain 1 does not count as a stitch here or anywhere throughout the pattern. And into that first stitch, we're going to do a single crochet and a double crochet, both into that same stitch. And we're going to skip the next stitch, which is actually the double crochet from the row prior, and into the next stitch after that skip stitch, which is the single crochet from the row prior, we're going to do our 2 stitches into it. A single crochet, whoops, and a double crochet. And again, we're going to skip that next stitch, and into the next stitch we're going to do a single crochet and a double crochet, both into that same stitch. So on each row, the single crochet and the double crochet is always going to be going into the single crochet from the row prior. We're skipping the next stitch, which is always the double crochet, and into the next stitch, which is always that single crochet. We'll do our single crochet and double crochet, both into the same stitch. And that's the repeat across for row 2. It's skip the next stitch, and into that next stitch we do our single crochet and double crochet, both into the same stitch. And I'm going to repeat this across until I have 2 stitches remaining. Alright, I've made it to the end here of row 2, and you can see we have that double crochet, and then we have that chain 2 that we skipped at the beginning. So we're going to skip that double crochet after completing our single crochet and double crochet into that stitch. We'll skip the double crochet, and into the top chain of that chain 2 we're going to do our single crochet into that top chain. Remember, we're ending each row with just a single crochet. We start the row with a single crochet and a double crochet into the first stitch, but we always end each row with just a single crochet. So I'm going to chain 1, turn my work, and we're just going to repeat what we just did for row 2. It's single crochet and double crochet into that first stitch, skip that next stitch, which is the double from the row prior, And into that next stitch, or the single from the row prior, we're going to do our 2 stitches. A single crochet and a double crochet into that same stitch. And that's the pattern across until we have those final 2 stitches remaining. All right, I have 2 stitches remaining. I'm going to skip that next stitch, and into the final stitch I will do my single crochet into it. And at this point, you're just going to keep building up rows and rows and rows of what we just did. We're going to chain 1, turn our work, starting each row with the 2 stitches into it, or the single crochet and the double crochet into that first stitch, and then skipping a stitch, single and double into the next stitch, skip a stitch, single and double into the next stitch, until you make your way to the end here. You'll skip your final last stitch and complete the row with a single crochet into that final stitch. Each row will finish with that single crochet into the final stitch. And again, I'm working up a washcloth here, so I'm just going to keep working up rows until the height of my washcloth is similar to the width. So I'll let you know in just a moment how many rows that ends up being for me, and I will also show you how to border your piece with single crochets if you're interested in doing that as well. All right, I just finished row 19. Again, I'm just making a little washcloth. You can feel free to build up as many rows as you would like. So mine at this stage is about a 6 by 6 inch square, if you'd like to make it the same size. So after completing your final single crochet, you can either fasten off at this point. I'm actually going to make a border around the square, just a simple single crochet border. If you'd like to do the same, after completing your final single crochet in that final stitch, we're going to chain 1, turn our work, and I'm going to do 1 single crochet into each stitch all the way across until the corner stitch, where we're going to do something a little bit different. So just 1 single crochet into every single crochet and every double crochet from the previous row. And when I make my way over to this corner, I'll come back on. Okay, I'm at the corner stitch, and into that corner stitch, which is that single crochet, I'm going to put 3 single crochets all into that same stitch. And that's just going to help us kind of turn around this corner, because now we're going to evenly space single crochets down this side of the project. And you can see here, there's no specific stitches to go into. So as long as you're just nicely evenly spacing them down here, that will work out fine. So I'm going to jump to that next space here, put a single crochet, jumping over here, single. So there actually is some nice little openings to put your stitches into, which makes it a whole lot easier. So I'm just going to continue to evenly space single crochets down this edge of the work. So I've made it to this corner here, and you can see it's where those original 2 chains were that we skipped. So all I'm going to do is just go right into the chain space and treat that like the corner. So I'll do my 3 single crochets into that corner. And then I'm going to work my way along the bottom here. So I'm just going to skip over this chain that double crochet is coming out of and jump to that next chain where there's no stitches in it. And then I'm going to just work my single crochets along the bottom here. And if you remember, we were skipping chains when we were working along this initial chain. So it should be a chain with no stitches in it, and then a chain with the stitches coming out of it, and then the chain with none, and the chain with the stitches, and so on. So I'm not going to miss those chains that don't have any stitches coming out of them. It'll be one single crochet into the chain without stitches, one into the chain with the stitches coming out of it, and so on. And then when you get to this corner, it's a lot easier. The corner is more obvious, and then I'll work my way up this side. All right, I've made it back around to where I started. That's that first single crochet when we started cleaning up these edges. So into that final space that first single crochet is in, I'm going to add 2 more single crochets into that same space. And that will make it so we have a total of 3 when we include that first single crochet in the corner here. We'll have those 3 stitches. So at this point, I'm going to slip stitch to that first single crochet that we did when we started cleaning up the edges. So to slip stitch, I'm going to insert my hook into that first single crochet, yarn over, pull the yarn through that stitch and through the loop on your hook. And that was a slip stitch. And then I'm going to fasten off. So I'm going to chain 1. I'm going to cut my yarn, pull that yarn through and pull tight, and we're all fastened off. And you can see that just makes this square look nice and clean. So I'm going to go ahead and sew in any ends that I still have off camera. And after I've done that, I'll come back on and we'll look at our final square together. All right, I got all of the ends sewn in, so it's looking nice and clean on both the front and the back. And I hope you love whatever it is that you built up. And thank you so much for watching my video, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!